Today I'm testing the brand new 2021 Chevrolet Tahoe Z71. This one is a brand new generation of Tahoe. This is the 6th generation actually for the Tahoe. Also, you've got the Suburban who's been existing for 85 years. So new truck, new generation, new design, new interior, new platform, everything is new. So we gotta go a little bit deeper into this Tahoe Z71. This one behind me is a pre-production model. I've got this only for 24 hours, so we gotta do a quick review. If we take a look at the design of the new Tahoe, this one's got a spatial design because this one is a Z71 model. So you got a spatial front fascia, spatial grille, you got those signature light here, and also these are gonna remind you of the Silverado model. But again, this one's an off-road model, so it's more aggressive in the front. You got that front skid plate. You got skid plate also underneath the truck. You got those red tow hooks. So you've got way much more clearance than the normal Tahoe models. So you got a way more aggressive front end. But if you don't like that front end, you can choose other model into the Tahoe lineup. You got also the High Country and the RST. These are new trim level available for the 2021 models. So if we go on the side of the Tahoe, we can notice we got the 20 inches wheels wrapped with all-terrain tires because this one is an off-roader. You've got the big Z71 logo on it. You can notice also this generation's got larger mirrors, so that's gonna help you while towing. So you can notice this Tahoe's got about 6 inches longer than the previous generation. The Suburban's got 1 inch longer. So it's a big change for the Tahoe this year. And now this one, it's the largest in its segment. All right, engine-wise, underneath the hood, we can find a V8 5.3 liter, good for 355 horsepower and 383 foot-pounds of torque. What's brand new for the Tahoe this year, you've got many choices of engine. You've got the V8 5.3, you got also the V8 6.2 with 420 horsepower. But what's really interesting for this generation, it's now available with the new Duramax diesel, and that engine is good for 277 horsepower and 460 foot-pounds of torque. With this new engine, we can expect this truck is going to be the most fuel efficient in its large SUV segment. So it's a big move from GM to put those new diesel inside of these new Tahoe and Suburban. Unfortunately, the diesel engine is not available on the Z71 model due to that spatial fascia with that more aggressive front end. It doesn't really fit the diesel engine, but the team at Chevrolet told me they're working on a solution to fit that engine even in that Z71 model. If we take a look at the back of the Tahoe, you can notice the new design, this line here with the black bow tie, black Tahoe and all that. You've got some little details, you know, inside of the lights here. You can see you've got the Chevrolet inside of the light. Here also you can notice there's no wipers, you know. It's really hidden inside here. It's a really nice, clean look. Really like that, those little details. You can lift this window by itself. You can also lift the power gate just like that. Inside of the Tahoe, that's the big story for this new generation. You get about 66% more cargo behind the third row in this new generation if we compare it to the last generation. This is due to that stretch of 6 inches I was talking about earlier, and also the use of the new rear independent suspension. So by using the independent rear suspension, you lower down that floor so you get more space in that last row and also more cargo. So you can lower down all those seats. They're powered by all those switches here. You got also a 110 plug right here, really practical, and you just got to use those buttons to put down all those seats. So the new Tahoe's got some cool feature. You got that huge panoramic roof, first of all. And also here, you've got a bunch of controls. You can, put down the seats in the last row. Really practical. You don't have to be in the trunk to, put down those seats. And also here, you got a new control I'm going to show you. So by using this control here, it controls the power console here. So it just really goes in the back. So the rear seats got some extra cup holders, and you got that huge space here, really practical. It's a perfect place to put a big purse. You've got those little drawers here to hide some things. And even if you put this power console all the way in the back, you still can use your armrest just like this, and you're still comfortable to drive. So really cool feature for the new Tahoe. All right, behind the wheel of the Tahoe, first of all, when you're behind the wheel of these new 2021 Tahoes or Suburban, it's really the suspension. Such a big improvement for this new generation of Tahoes. First of all, you've got the rear independent suspension, but on top of that, you've got a new mix of suspension, I could say. You've got a great mix of magnetic shocks with air suspension. So really manage all the, the truck's gonna behave down the road, handling-wise and comfort-wise. So the suspension is going to lower down about 1 inch on the highway to be more aerodynamics and more fuel efficient. So if you're in a parking lot, the suspension is going to lower down to an exit clearance. So the lower point to the suspension really low to the ground, so it's easy to exit or enter the Tahoe. If you're just normally driving, you're going to be in the normal mode. If you need to do some off-road, the truck's going to raise up a little bit. And if you do more advanced off-roading, if you put the Tahoe in a low 4x4, now the truck's gonna raise to the maximum height of the suspension. So you got about 4 inches of play in that suspension. It's really cool, but the main focus of this suspension, it's really the comfort and the handling down the road. So the new Tahoes are really built to crush the competition. The competition is obviously the Ford Expedition, and I drove several different generations of the Expedition, and also including the Lincoln cousin, I could say, the Navigator. And so far in this Tahoe, it's way superior comfort-wise for the suspension and also the handling. If we compare these Tahoes with the Ford products, back in December when Chevrolet launched the new Tahoe and Suburban, we had a chance to go on a racetrack and really have a ride inside of the Expedition and then in the Suburban. And back then we could notice really a big gap between these two brands, especially for everything suspension wise. Now I've got my hands on one and I can really see a big difference. Using the Tahoe or Suburban to go on a road trip, you feel like you're just on a cloud. Really smooth ride, and also a quiet ride inside of the cabin. Fuel economy wise, obviously, because I'm testing this pre-production Tahoe only for 24 hours. I'm not really able to do some real numbers, but right now I'm averaging around 15 liters per 100 kilometers. This Tahoe Z71 is equipped with the V8 5.3 liter. You've got the cylinder deactivation system to save some fuel, but don't forget, with the new generation of Tahoes and Suburban, you're able to get the diesel engine. With the diesel engine, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the most fuel efficient large SUV on the market. We drove previously the Sierra Duramax 1500. We had the best numbers we ever had in a half-ton truck, so I'm expecting the same for the Tahoe and Suburban. Interior wise, again, big improvement for the interior compared to the previous generation. Everything is really easy to use and simple. You know, those new gear changer, I could say, it works pretty well. They're pretty close to the steering wheel, and they're not really annoying like a knob you'll find in a Ram, or maybe those piano key I could say you'll find in Lincoln Navigator. I think these works pretty well. Again, that screen, a big improvement, especially for a GM interior. When you put it on reverse or you're using the cameras, you've got some of the best HD, you know, camera views in that segment. Again, if you're towing, you've got up to 9 views, if I can remember. Really practical, easy to use. You've got a good vision, and also it's going to help you to park in some tight spot. I really like that screen. If we step in the back of these new Tahoes, you've got those huge screen and, you know, infotainment. You can do a lot of stuff with that. You can connect them to internet and all that. You can put the Netflix, everything, movies, and also you can do some research on the GPS. So let's say I'm driving and we're on a road trip, and I've got one of my friends behind me. He can search for a restaurant or something, then he can send it to my GPS in the front. So let's say, oh, we're gonna stop at this location. This is the address, I've got it here, and someone else in the truck can do the research for me. This is really cool. And also there's a bunch of screens you can follow, you know, the travel we're doing. It reminds me of those screens you've got in a airplane, and you can follow where you're going and what's around and all that. It's really fun for the ones who sit in the second row. And again, you know, these trucks are built to do road trips, you know, travel, tow, and all that. And these are the little things, you know, it's gonna make the difference when you're looking to purchase a large SUV. Overall, you know, I'm really impressed with these new generation of Tahoes. I can't wait to drive one, maybe with the 6.2 liter or the diesel engine. This one makes the job done, I could say, but for me, I need a little bit more power. I like the 6.2, especially on a large SUVs like that. But the true story is, you know, about these new Tahoes, it's really the comfort, you know, down the road, all the technologies, the wireless connection and all that, you know, more cargo space. And I think, you know, this new generation of Tahoes are really the new leader in the large SUV market. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and we're gonna see each other on the next review.